I'm actually focusing more on the cheese mixture as opposed to the sauce mixture this time. The sauce, as you see, is just basic sauce. So if I end up doing this correctly, and we'll find out when we cut it, it feels good, we'll see what it looks like. You guys get to see an experiment in the process. This is what we chefs do.
This is what I do at home.
This is what you do at home. We play around, let's see if it works. So I'm gonna actually start with a little bit of sauce at the bottom. Not much. Tough.
Oh, okay. No, this looks like a chili con queso type.
That's almost what it looks like.
Dip.
It's almost what it looks like.
Right,
But what's going to make it souffle is that it's got eggs in it. So I think Brian, when he was making his mixture, and that mixture, we actually call it an appareil. In Brian's appail, you actually use two eggs.
Mixture.
The mixture, that's all it means.
All
you know, I'm using those culinary terms. In Brian's
you're getting me all confused here.
You know, but you actually use 2 eggs. Because we've got so much extra moisture and fat inside of here, I actually use 3 eggs to help bind it a little bit.
Okay.
Also, Brian, like you want to use the no-cook noodles.
You actually,
I'm an old-fashioned kind of a guy.
Yeah.
And you're going to see how I do this too, because I'm almost making, when we do it, we want it to overlap, because when it gets done, it's almost going to be truly like a pie.
Oh, fantastic.
Where I got this idea from one of my favorite movies, this independent film years ago that came out that had 3 of my favorite actors in it, Stanley Tucci, Tony Shalhoub from Monk, and Isabella Rossellini. And it was a movie that was called The Big Night. There was these 2 brothers who owned a restaurant.
You need some help there?
I was going to say, you want to hold my noodles? Boom, boom. I said noodles. Okay. So we're going to hold them.
They are a little.
Don't forget, this is PG rated.
PG-13.
PG-13. And from here, now that you're holding that up a little bit, we're going to put some of the mixture in.
There we go.
Don't worry, it'll do it in a second. Oh, look at this. So you get the whole family involved.
That's right.
You got the whole lasagna in his hands. And like Brian, we take half of the mix.
All right.
Okay. Now,
are we going to fold this over?
Not just yet. Another thin little layer of sauce. Not much. Look at that. Just a little bit. I think I sound like the Geico lizard right now. Just a little bit. Little airy bits. All right, now I'm going to actually put this one on that side. It should hold it over. Kind of like steel little girders there.
Stick there. Yeah.
But I was talking about the big
night,
called the Big Night. They did this dish I had never heard of before, where they actually took noodles and wrapped them in a bowl. And they filled in a bowl.
Really?
They greased a bowl, and it was a ceramic bowl. And then on the inside, they put all kinds of cheese and sausage and everything. They baked it in this large bowl. And it took it like the whole dinner centered around this one dish. They didn't think it was going to be ready in time by the time, you know, that their
it would take a while to cook.
But it was called, the dish that they made was called a timpano, kind of like a timpani drum.
Okay, yeah.
So it's kind of where I got this idea
from. It looked like
from.
a big,
Looked like a big timpani. Now, we're going to put the rest of our mixture in. And let me turn it this way. Can you see it better that way? There we go.
Teamwork here.
Teamwork. Teamwork. All right. Spread it out. Moving in, moving out. Disco lady. Okay.
That is good mixture.
Now, we're going to fold it in.
Just fold it right on top there then, right?
Okay. Oh, but you don't stop there. Got the mushroom.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, wait, there's more. Now, for the piece of resistance.
What kind of meat did you put in when you made
We actually used a chorizo sausage, which I actually took, and I'm glad you asked, Brian, took the casing off, so it was just like ground beef, crumbled it up,
all right,
and cooked it off with ground beef. Now, to finish it up,
What are you doing? I know
About
you're
to show
eating.
you.
So
I'm always eating. Dub, dub, dub. This is for the finishing touch.
you're
do
going to
now-
on top?
We're going to enclose our pie thusly.
Thusly. You talk to your students like that too.
I was about to say, no, I've been reading too many old English novels.
And
Thusly forsooth.
thusly.
You know, I told my guys the other day a very archaic saying. I said, you know, what you guys are going to the walk-in, you know, check see what we have, you know, reckon order, just check us. Reckon order. They're like, Chef, you got to stop listening to those novels, man. MP3. So Arthur Conan Doyle.
Books on tape don't
Books
work
on
for you.
tape. You know,
They just
the
confuse
thief, the
everyone around you.
fowl. Forsooth. You see, we just trim it off. We tuck it in the ends, just like you tuck your shirt in your pants.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, you didn't do it.
So, anyway, you just wrap it up like a
See, like that?
Christmas present,
Right?
so to
Kind of see
speak.
it now. Don't worry. Now we're going to put some more sauce on the top.
Huh.
Of course, do I have just enough? Oh,
Of course you have just enough. 'Cause
now
you
unlike
measured
yours,
precisely.
and since I'm in frame here, I'm going to ask you, Brother Brian, if you can just grab our foil from over there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just going to smear it on the top a little bit.
Think this is big enough?
I think it's big enough. One size fits all.
That's right.
Now, with this, we actually have to kind of tint, make like a little tint. And the reason I'm tinting mine and actually covering it is because it's not sauce based. We need all the steam that's in there, even though the noodle's already cooked, to kind, to work on that thick egg cheese mixture to make it souffle, almost like it's a quiche or more like a frittata. Same thing, pop ours in 350 degree oven, same amount of time for 1 hour. And when it comes out, let's show the people what our lasagnas look like.
All right.
Oh, look at that, still a little saucy. It feels kind of balloony.